Jersey classic.
Indeed, and they're both players that have held it down for Ninjas for a long time. And seeing them in the upper end of a fusion bracket is to no surprise. Although I feel like these two don't run into each other as often as we used to see. It is nice to see the return of form, and of course, it's starting on Stadium.
Yeah, as per tradition of every match in Tri-State period. But here we go. It's coming to see a Jakal pressing a lot of buttons in Atomsk's face, forcing him to get used to Wolf's pressure. Oh, and get used to Wolf's immense kill power once you get his strings going. That's a double fair into a back air, closing out the stock super early, even for Dedede.
Yeah, normally Dedede's able to take advantage of how well he's able to hold ground, or I suppose in his case, air. But with Wolf's ability to navigate the air very aggressively and under Jakal's piloting, there's almost no safe space for Atomsk, and that's proving to be truer than ever now as he sits at a 3-1 stock deficit. Jakal only showed with 32% on board and counting.
What was that entire last stock? Atomsk seems to be attempting to stop the bleeding a little bit, but when you have a big puffy plaything for a combo food like Dedede, Wolf's Fair can chain into itself multiple times over, and the quick extensions and decision-making on Jakal's part is proving to be just as sharp as ever. These up airs to catch the tech in on the platforms, covering all three tech options immediately, and this damage output is no joke. Jumping out of the way of that up smash. Clean stuff from Jakal. His corner pressure is evolving as we speak.
And normally, Atomsk is able to stave a lot of pressure from characters with the use of Gordo and retreating aerials, but he doesn't have that luxury against the likes of Wolf, and Jakal's just staying ever so slightly out of that burst range. The crosser with the grab and back throw to kill.
I love that he
stock to start this.
I love that he ran the entire stage. Like, Wolf's not a quick runner, but he hopped on with a back air on one side of the ledge, then sprinted the entire stage to time the neutral getup and still get the turnaround while he was invulnerable for the neutral getup where he could pass through him. Nuts. Like, that's just classic.
Dude, Wolf might be slow, but Dedede ain't especially swift in his own right. But for Ninja, certainly is. Atomsk breaking out the secondary. He's been talking a lot about how this frog is going to be supporting the king itself. So this is a very big test for it.
Yeah, every king has their supporters in the shadows, and maybe that's going to be this Greninja, a perfect counterpick for characters that have good combo games on Dedede, or characters that he just doesn't have the patience to deal with. But Wolf, here we are, is known quite across the board as just a character that can do it all and be that perfect secondary for many a character, depending on how you want to play him and what matchups you want to play him into. So Jakal can certainly do this, and Wolf can certainly back him up through it all. But these rolls coming out from Atomsk really crossing up Jakal's shield at the moment, but the landing there, kind of expecting a jump out of shield, not even worrying about the shield stun, just finding that tipper up tilt on the high frog's jump, close it out, stock one, and Jakal seems to keep the ball rolling.
One of the strongest aspects of Greninja as a character is his ground speed and his ability to anti-air so effectively. I feel like this was a great counterpick into Jakal's Wolf, and it's looking like it's going to be a closer battle here, at the very least while Atomsk is on the hunt for first kill. But I feel like Atomsk needs to commit more to catching these landings, because Jakal's spending a ton of time coming in from the air. And if you try to anti-air Wolf, while it may be a hard task, I think Atomsk is going to find a lot of luck in doing that.
And I feel like that's one of the better things about Greninja as a whole. Not only is anti-airing, but catching landings with this dash attack and his incredible run speed and initial dash. Coming down with the up tilt is Atomsk, because he's still trying to snipe out Jakal while he's in the air. Unfortunately, vertical killing with up air is not Greninja's specialty, but is able to find one of these down tilts or one of these dash attacks that should be able to close out the stock. Back air still not doing it, but that's no jump with the water shuriken. Just enough charge on it to push him out of his jump, and this can certainly do it. Greninja's got his bevy of combos, but he misses the back air on the turnaround. Jakal losing out an instance of a falling fair, which could have been huge.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem like Jakal's too pressed about it. A few blaster bolts and 2-framer with down tilt means that Jakal has complete control of the ledge, and while down smash doesn't clean up a kill just yet, there's a lot of ways that Jakal just maintain control of this game by keeping the ledge. I feel like Atomsk is very aware of that, though, so being able to bring the fight to center stage is probably the best decision he could be making given the situation.
You see Atomsk being able to find some of these starters, but F-tilt is going to close out the stock. Atomsk not being able to make much advantage off of a couple hits he found, only getting 40, and that 2-frame with F-tilt this time is going to close it out for sure. Coming in with the grab here, Atomsk looking to set something up here, pecking away. You know that this player is full of experience, and especially in being down multiple stocks and being down in games. Like, the mentality isn't going to waver. It's just a matter of execution, and it's all in Jakal's favor right now. Just pure and simple, always being able to pick his spots exactly correct. Missing the tech chase that time, but this damage and this lead is nothing to scoff at.
You know, picking up on you bringing you up, like picking where to fight, I feel like Jakal's been doing a really good job of figuring where to place those nairs. Wolf Nair, of course, an ever-present button, but making the right decisions for occupying both land and air. An up smash off the plat makes a quick